Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Bond rates are taking a new turn higher, rising as you watch this. Annual inflation in the OECD picked up to 1.5% in January, compared with 1.2% in December. On a without food and energy basis, that's core inflation, New Zealand contributed 1.9% to the OECD, a relatively high level. In China, commodity prices continued their rise, with iron ore prices shifting up yesterday. And food prices are just taking off. The rise is across the board, but led by vegetable oils and cereals. Meat and dairy prices are up too, but by comparison, their increases seem relatively restrained. Meanwhile, US factory orders rose in January by a modest 2.6% above December and now 1.3% higher than a year ago. That makes it 9 consecutive months this data has posted a month-on-month rise, and the first time it's posted a year-on-year rise. The rise isn't being bolstered by car sales in the US. Total vehicle sales continue to slide. In February, American vehicle sales ran at an annualised rate of 15.7 million, the lowest since August 2020, and down sharply from the 16.6 million recorded for January. And this latest February data is 7.8% below the same month in 2020. Part of the decline might be the capacity constraints due to the global chip shortage. Certainly in the large truck sector, there are reports surging orders are being blocked by this type of capacity constraint. The overnight data released for the EU on retail sales in January just looks awful. They fell 6.4% compared with the same month a year ago, and this is a very serious backslide. It is grim in all the main economies, but especially so in France. And Australia has posted a trade surplus of $9.3 billion in January, a record, comprising a goods surplus of just under $8 billion and a services surplus of just under $1.3 billion. These 2021 levels compared with the January 2020 surplus of just $2.4 billion, where the goods surplus was $2.9 billion and the services deficit of $500 million. In New York, the S&P 500 is down 1.5% in midday trade. US Treasury 10-year yield is up 8 basis points at 1.55%. And the price of gold starts today lower by $22 from yesterday and falling, now under $1,695 an ounce. And oil prices are up a sharp $3 to $64.50 a barrel in the US, while the international price is up to just on $67 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar opens at 71.8 US cents, and almost 1 cent lower than this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're firm at 93.1 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're lower at 60.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index is down to 73.9. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.